Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total back again with some Shogun 2 Avatar Conquest, and yeah, as you can see here, we are going to be playing with army. Well, it's a two armies, actually no, three armies versus two enemy armies. And you might be thinking, great, Napoleon, you're showing us a video in which three enemy armies defeat two enemy armies. You'll be surprised of what happens in the end. It was, to say it in a nice way, for me, it was a disaster. For our allies, it was even worse of a disaster. The enemy players is Trevor. You guys can already guess what is going to happen. The game, haha. Now, before I even start to explain, Trevor and the haha are pretty good. The game ha, are pretty good players. I'm gonna put off the bat. I'm not gonna lie. And they're okay. In Shogun 2, there are two people that I'm really afraid of. One of them is Trevor, and the other one is not the game ha, but it's someone else. But yeah. Now this battle was the entire battle of what not to do, and the reason why. Okay, I'm just gonna explain myself right here. I brought a lot of sharpshooters. And the reason why I brought a lot of sharpshooters is because, one, I was relying on my allies to help out, and two, because I thought we're gonna win anyway, so I might as well just bring the worst unit I can bring, and that is basically sharpshooters. And basically, as you can tell, I'm going pretty easy on the enemy by bringing a lot of sharpshooters. If this was a 2v2, you will never see me bring sharpshooters. I'll probably bring toasted riflemen, Imperial infantry, or white bears, or something like that. But the core of my elite troops are these Imperial Guard Carabiniers, Imperial Hussars, which are basically revolver cavalry, and these guys will get a lot of kills. Just saying. Some more revolver cavalry, and the rest are Imperial Guard cavalry, along with my general. Those are all my elite troops. And I have to say, these sharpshooters did pretty terrible, and you'll see eventually why, as you could, well, probably most of you can guess. But my ally, the Mad, actually no, we're just gonna go from. Actually, we're gonna go here and then to the right. My ally Mad is bringing Red Bear infantry, Red Bear infantry, Red Bear infantry, Red Bear infantry, White Bears, Katana Kachi, some White Bear infantry, some Katana Kachi, some Yariki, 2 units of Yariki, one Katana Kachi, which is 82 guys. Okay, great. One Katana Kachi, and 2 more units of White Bears. On my flank, I brought a lot of sharpshooters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. As you can tell, that is not a good sign. And the reason you'll eventually see what happens. But I think most of you can guess what happened. I brought a lot of these Imperial Guard cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with 2 units of literally revolver cavalry, so those are terrifying. Not to mention my general himself is 155 range. And our last player is a traditional faction. He's bringing these warrior nuns. Yes, warrior nuns. I don't really see these units a lot, but they do a lot of damage. Nodachi Samurai, Katana Samurai, Naginata Warrior Monks, Katana Samurai, Naginata Samurai, Yari Samurai, Naginata Samurai, Naginata Warrior Monks, Yari Samurai, Naginata Warrior Monks, Naginatas, and Yari Samurai. With General Hamamoto Avatar's Bodyguard, which is right here. And he has some Thunderburst Cavalry, so okay, so for those who don't know, Thunderburst Cavalry is pretty much like the Revolver Cavalry. And yes, he has some Fire Cavalry, Yari Cavalry, Katana Cavalry, and some Yari Cavalry. Now, going on to Trevor. Actually, no, we're going on to first the game pa. He is bringing Black Taurus Force, Black Bear Infantry. He's bringing some. We're all okay. Yari Kachi, Katana Kachi, Yari Kachi, the Boki. Katan Kentai. Yes, and Katan Kentai, for those who don't know, are basically like the cheapest version of elite infantry. That is the best way I can put it. To his right we have Trevor with a Yari Ashigaru, a lot of Yari Ashigaru front lines. And when I saw this, I was literally laughing my head off because I thought, okay, great. First, one of the big mistakes I made was overestimating myself, underestimating the enemy. So I overestimated myself and underestimated the enemy, and I kind of paid for that with the blood of my own troops. Yeah. And the reason why I was thinking is because, well, the reason why I thought it was going to be an easy win for me is because most of these are sword, and he didn't. Trevor is known for bringing very good bow units, and today he brought a lot of Yari Ashigaru, which, for those who don't know, are very good picking for my revolver cavalry, carbine cavalry, and yes, and whatnot. But yes, he has a lot of Yari Ashigaru in the front lines. A lot of Yari Ashigaru, some long Yari Ashigarus here and there. Yeah, he has some warrior monks, which, what the? Tabuso warrior monks, that's pretty scary, I just have to admit. But a lot of Yari Ashigaru, so, I'm literally looking at this, I'm thinking, great, it's gonna be an easy win. And, you'll see how wrong I was. The enemy, Trevor has Waco Raiders, and I'm gonna send up my revolver cavalry to teach them a lesson, and that's the lesson is, the lesson I'm teaching you right now is, whenever you see a revolver cavalry, run the hell away. Sorry for the language, but run the heck away, get away, get away. Get away. It's revolver cavalry is literally the Thunderbus cavalry, and you will see why in 1 second. Kill 50% of the unit in less than a second. And we're just gonna move our revolver cavalry out. The bad thing about revolver cavalry is that because of its range, and yes, that's only not a lot of range. I'm splitting up right now because most of Trevor's army is mostly made of Yari Ashigaru, so I'm just gonna be doing my best to skirmish the heck out of them, which I should be. The enemy Mad's cavalry Yarikachi is gonna be moving on the right, and on the right. Even more on the right, our allies' cavalry is going to be moving. I decided, okay, revolver cavalry is really micro-intensive, and you can see why. This revolver cavalry decides to go in, and how, I'm going to eventually send my guard cavalry in, but yes, this revolver cavalry got way too close and just got destroyed. This Imperial Guard cavalry is doing its best. Also, you can almost see it right here in the sense that I really wanted this unit to go across this slope and open fire on this Katana Kentai. And you can see absolutely how it didn't perform the way I wanted to. It just straight outright charged in when I told it to fire. And that is bad luck, I have to admit. Although I should have been more active in micromanaging my troops. On the other side, my guys are just opening fire on this massive line. And we're getting pretty good kills. The enemy general, Trevor, is opening fire. And I'm also trying to get my revolver cavalry to open fire on this Yari Ashigaru. Eventually I decide to retreat the revolver cavalry because the Yari Ashigaru is getting way too close. But at this point you might be thinking, oh, the battle is going very good for you. How the heck did you lose? You'll see eventually why. One of the reasons why is because I didn't move up my sharpshooters, and the reason why I did that was because, well, I thought we were going to win anyway, so I'm just going to have them sit back for now, but well, in terms of the battle, we are winning right now. Well, not on this side, of course. Some of my revolver cavalry is running the heck away, which is no surprise. During the entire battle, I suffered severe lag. I don't know why, but yeah, I suffered severe lag, and one of the instances was here. These units just sit there for the rest of the battle, and I don't know why. I'm also trying to, this Boki decides to charge straight at us, and I also have this, this unit sitting right here, which is a problem. We're gonna massacre this Boki, and, but yes, on the other side, I was trying to get these cavalry units to open fire onto the enemy, and we eventually do open fire, getting 88 kills, 48 kills, but the main attraction is on this side, in which we're just trying to destroy this blob of units. And at first I'm like, okay, we're gonna win, so I didn't even bother moving these guys up, which is my biggest mistake. Well, I made a few other, well, I made a lot of other mistakes, but we're trying desperately to not have these guys come into action, and that is why you see my cavalry. During the battle, I suffered severe lag, and that is why you see these units just sitting here doing nothing. I'm trying to get them out, but they don't. And Trevor's Yori Ashigaru just blasted through the center. I was really relying on my ally to like literally hold this flank, which turned out as expected. On this side, this revolved cavalry is going to get some wonderful kills. The enemy unit is trying to reform, and our guys are just blasting away. They decided to go in for a charge, but this unit is out of ammunition after literally destroying almost this entire unit. And as you can see, I was deciding either to go for the general or go for the Kanat Kentai, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for the Kanat Kentai. We're gonna charge them from the back, and we're hopefully gonna rout this unit. But my revolver cavalry routes faster, and yeah, that's that. This general is just gonna sit here and just open fire on my revolver Imperial Guard cavalry, and that's gonna be a problem. On the other side, I'm trying my best to play skirmish with the enemy, and yeah, once again, lag, and that is why you don't see me moving, not micromanaging as well as I should. But I'm also trying to kill the enemy general, which is currently going on. I gave him the impression that I didn't have ammunition, and I decided straight outright to charge him. And finally, when I do fire, it's not going to be looking good on him. I decided to straight outright charge in this unit, and he decides to accept the charge. And I'm just absolutely going to plow through this unit. My guard cavalry just getting 85 kills, and we eventually rout this unit. But yes. As you can see at this point now, this battle is going pretty downside for us. This entire sector has been cleared. However, I still have faith in my own troops, because literally all I have to do is sit on this hill and wait for a try my best while my cavalry does a lot of harassing. And when I mean harassing, I mean a lot of harassing. You can see in the distance, this cavalry unit is still going strong, charging head-on into this Katana Kentai. And at this point, yeah, we've basically destroyed this unit. And yes, a pretty good decisive win on this side. Basically, this entire side of Katana Kentai has pretty much been taken out, 2 units, which is not a lot. Our ally has fire rockets, which we are going to be using desperately against. I was trying to tell this guy to fire his hand mortars on the enemy general, which is what you should be doing, but no. I'm also with this entire side clear. I'm going to have my Imperial Guard cavalry scout and torment this entire sector, which is trying to capture. As you can see now, the enemy units are getting closer to my guys, and I'm trying to use this hill to my advantage. I don't really have line of sight in some areas, but we actually do fire, which is great. And this is the reason why you almost never bring sharpshooters to battle. My sharpshooters open fire, and I have a lot more reserves, but I'm gonna put out my Imperial Guard cavalry literally right in front of these guys, and and what I was hoping to do is literally, these guys are going to open fire, and because these are mostly Yori Ashigaru, I didn't expect their morale to be that good, so all I technically have to do is literally open fire. And we are doing that. We're getting some friendly fire, but I decided it wasn't worth it. Not really worth it because my guys only got 1 kill. And to make it worse, this Yori Ashigaru just broke, and I was trying to move my cavalry out of there so my second line can literally open fire, and my second line is right here. I should have moved these units up, but yeah. And yes. But I didn't. My ally still has a few units left, Yori Samurai here and there, but Mad only has this 1 core unit with this other unit right here, but it's not enough. It's definitely not enough. The other unit is right here. Trevor has basically just taken the hill. Our guys are just opening fire on his general, and we actually get a few kills. Yeah. My general is trying to help this position, and by opening fire, once again I should have moved up my sharpshooters. Yeah. They're in battle. You have to make a decision quick, or else you don't make a decision at all, and in battle you really can't regret what you do. I eventually decided to move up some guys. My cavalry is gonna get the heck out of there, my general to be exact. I'm trying to run them out, and I'm gonna have my guys open fire. And Trevor does a very good job of getting his units out very quickly. Yes, that's that. On this side, Matt has routed Yarikachi, and that's that. I was thinking, I was telling Trevor the game haha that I was gonna put this video on YouTube, and partly because I thought I still had a chance to win, and a 2v3. I thought I could actually win this. So yeah, which is kind of stupid, reflecting on it. But once again, Trevor's army is mostly made up of Ashigaru, which are not that great. And for me, I do have all I have to do technically is to take care of this Katana Kentai, and we should be fine. Well, at least that was the belief. I also have my cavalry in the back. I'm also having a lot of cavalry, Matt's cavalry, and yeah. At this point of the battle, well, eventually during the battle, I blank out. And what I mean by blank out, I literally mean by oh no, this is not my general, this is Matt's general. Okay, yeah, I remember this part. Basically, I was telling Matt to get his general the heck out of there, but it didn't work. He's shot dead, and now he's gonna be chased down by the enemy general, which is him. Yeah, not a good sign for us at all. But however, oh yeah, okay, here's the part. Okay, so basically what happened was that I end up blanking, and what I mean by blanking is I did nothing. And the reason why is my computer crashed. Well, actually no, it didn't crash, but the game just blacked out. It just turned black, and I couldn't see what the heck was going on. And the last movement I made was this, and this movement of my cavalry was probably the last movement that I was gonna make. So yes, my ally, which still has a lot of units, decides to help me out by putting his hand mortars in front, and yeah. Yes, but at this point, oh actually no, this is the final movement I'll ever make, and this with this was the final movement that I'll ever make, and after that I just kind of blacked out. The goal here was, before I blacked out, I was trying, because he's holding, I have this cavalry force in the behind, so all I have to do is hit them in the front, and they'll collapse. And that is what you see me moving my troops out. I have a lot of reserves, but yes, I'm trying to do my best, and at this point the enemy decides to come around and charge straight at me, which is not a bad idea, because, yeah, that's that. Our guys are going to open fire, and we just basically decimated the enemy, which is pretty impressive because Yarashigaru 10, and he's still fighting their hearts out, which is pretty impressive. Some of them do reach the front line. I didn't know this because at this point I was blanking out. The only, yeah, once again, movement here. I should have had these guys stop. I didn't know. Well, actually, I didn't. I wasn't commanding on my own army at this point. But yes, I actually this is actually the first time I'm gonna be seeing this. By the way, I'm actually gonna see. Yeah, my sharpshooters get routed at 108, 73, which is definitely not a good trade-off. But elsewhere, my guys are in line and we're preparing to open fire, which is a pretty good trade. If I had brought my Tosa riflemen, these guys would have been done for. And as you can see, my cavalry did not move at all. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, this is what happens when you basically, yeah. I came back for a second, and all I did was move my units up, and that's it. Literally, that's it. I also decided to move my general up, and that was it. Literally, there's nothing really else. And it just went downhill for me, as you can see. And oh yes, I came back for 1 second, and I moved my cavalry, moved my units, and that's it. For the rest of the entire battle, you don't see me do anything else except for sit here and get myself killed. Yeah, that's that. It was pretty much a disaster on my part. One, because I wasn't even in the battle. Well, I was for 1 second, but like, that's it. I could have averted that disaster because, yeah. Yeah, I basically lost, and, not gonna lie, I've lost pretty badly. The reasons for this failure, my own failure, was one, I underestimated my enemy, overestimated myself, especially when I saw Trevor's entire army is Yori Ashigaru. That's that. And yeah, now if my general's dead, there is no way in the heck I'm ever gonna come back alive. Yeah. Some units sitting here doing literally nothing. And you can kind of see that with most of my units around. The only unit I have left was my cavalry unit, and I didn't even realize what the heck was going on. But needless to say, we basically just got, yeah. Needless to say, I didn't realize it for a long time until the enemy cleans it up, and finally I come back and I was like, holy, what the heck happened? And I was like, okay, yeah, it did. I was really wondering what the heck. I was just trying, I was trying to cope what happened, and the second one I was trying like, hey, since we've lost already, and he's now starting to cap the workshops, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can. Also, these units are pretty healthy, so I didn't want to lose them. So for the rest of the battle, you see me typing in the chat now. Well, you don't see me typing in the chat, obviously, but during the rest of the battle, I'll be telling my enemies that I'll just do some stuff, and then I actually did nothing. So yeah. Anyway, this is pretty boring. The battle's finished, so I'm trying to go on to the battle's pretty much finished. I just kept running around until my units were out by themselves, and that's it. Nothing really impressive. But needless to say, it was a pretty big disaster on our part. A 3v2 and we still lost. And yeah. The reason why I was overconfident was before we did another battle before, and oops, oh great. We did another battle before against Trevor and what's his the game Haha, and we won. So that is why I thought in this battle we're definitely gonna win. And I was really disappointed, but that's that. Thank you for watching, and yeah, this is gonna be pretty embarrassing on my part, very embarrassing as a matter of fact, but have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I will be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.